you so much.
That was nuts.
It wasn't nuts. I'm gonna watch it back.
I'm sorry. Am I hurting your feelings? Yeah, I am. I don't mean to.
This
Sam?
seems like an outside table.
Sorry.
Well, it's an outside table that we made at home. So
All right.
we're going. All right, episode 21. Good, Sam.
Well, welcome to Bad Sam.
You're bad, Sam,
I'm
today.
bad.
You're nasty.
I am nasty today.
JT Kelley.
Hi, JT.
This
Welcome.
is a podcast where we have our comedian friends on. We text their friends and family behind their back and ask for good things and bad things, and then we tell them what those people had to say.
Did you text my wife?
I sure did. She didn't respond.
Hell yeah. Loyal women, baby. Small towns in Texas. They say, not shit to say, baby. She didn't even tell me you texted her either.
What?
Yeah, she would never. She would be like, no.
Oh, then she definitely is busy fucking someone else right now. That's what's happening.
People keep, I go to comedy, people say, where's your wife? And she's always at women's Bible study. And I'm like, she don't even have a Bible. She doesn't even, she says she has an app on her phone. She doesn't even have a Bible. She's at women's Bible study, seriously, 3 nights a week. It's crazy.
What's the app called?
The Bible, I imagine. The app is called Holy Bible or Digital Bible. Bible in the cloud, you know?
It's
Called
either
Craigslist?
she's either cheating on you or she's just doing wine night with the girlies and they're
I
listening
think
to
she's
like
getting fucked up on a couch with friends.
I
Yeah.
have seen her roll down the window outside of fire stations and slap the side of her car and say, boy, a dozen times. I've seen her do that. Every time we drive past a fire station with guys out front, she turns into like a Mexican 25-year-old in LA. It's nuts.
Are you guys like dropping off a baby?
we're in the neighborhood, you know? We're not headed there. We just drive past them.
But to be fair, I've seen you drive past the firehouse and ring a triangle and go and say, "Come and get it, boys! Supper time."
They've never seen a body like mine before, you know? Firemen see my body and they forget men like mine exist. And they go, oh my God, what an interesting little pear treat you have. You
They
know?
go, "Get the jaws alive."
Gotta bite down on those thighs.
I'm gonna clam down.
You guys have your podcast together. We have our podcast together.
It's called At Bad News Podcast.
This Venn diagram's a circle.
Yes.
Right. It's a news show for
What a
conspiracy
threesome
theories
we're
and fun
having right now.
articles. And, you know, anyways, we're excited to have my dear friend. You're going to be my best man at my first wedding. Do you know
I
that?
hope so. God, I hope so.
You'll stop speaking to me by the time my second
Sam,
happens.
you are not going to be invited to my wedding.
Oh, I know.
If,
I know.
if you get married, hardly know you. If you get married and you don't invite me, I would make such a scene. I would make such a scene. And honestly, I would feel every right to. I'd feel so upset if you didn't invite me to your
He'd
wedding.
call ICE on your wedding.
I'd call ISIS on your
I
wedding.
think for the 4th time we have an interaction in our life, it should be at my wedding.
I've been saying the same thing. I couldn't agree more.
I think I've talked to you twice, been in the car with you once.
When were we in the car together?
Someone had to go get weed.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that night that we got the weird weed and went down to Black Rabbit.
Yeah.
I left. I thought everyone was mad at me. Were you guys mad at me?
Was Sam there? Because he's mad at everyone all the time for some fucking reason.
Resting Lutheran face.
We're going to spin this on you, Sam.
And don't talk about the conversation I had with you before anyone got here.
You know-
because if you did that, I actually do look like an angry person. You be fair.
Yeah, I saw you guys chalking outside before I got out of my car.
Don't you
And it
dare.
looked heavy. Taylor Gorman, do you have anything you want to add?
I do.
Castillo?
No, do you?
Castillo?
He
You
doesn't.
shut
he
your
doesn't.
bitch mouth.
He doesn't pay me for studio rent.
Yeah,
so.
and I do. What's
Sorry, Sam.
No.
He was just bickering with his girlfriend or something, I think.
Oh my God!
No,
you
I
got
don't believe that for a second.
you guys.
You're talking about street level gossip about my man Sam. I'm not buying it. I did text your friends and family before I got here. None of them hit me back.
Everyone wants to know if you're okay.
No one asked.
So you got into a little tiny argument, and then you're taking it out on everyone else.
Fine. No, we're great. Things are great.
Seems like it, yeah.
Things are actually okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Still moving?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. We'll keep the audience guessing. I'll tell you on my fair.
Perfect, because yeah, we're getting close. We're getting in crunch
It
time.
is getting very close.
And I'm going back home for like 2 fucking weeks, so I'm not even
Where's back home?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, city that never sleeps. Did they really invent? Did they really invent wings there? The
Yeah.
buffalo wings. That's why they're called that.
Have you noticed buffaloes don't have wings anymore? We took them all.
Because there's 2 wing places there, right? Anchor Wings and then
Anchor Bar,
Anchor Bar, and then what's the other popular wing place?
Duff's.
Duff's.
Have you been?
No, I
You
used
just-
to
you
sell.
just love bar
you know
food.
Chive TV.
No, he just looked at my tramp stamp.
You know Chive TV.
Yeah.
I used to telemarket that, where I'd call wing places and try to get them to buy Chive TV
What?
for their TV. I was pretty good at it. I
Wait.
wasn't the best, but I did okay there.
Which, for the listener, you're hearing his voice. JT, for a long time now, has been just a cold call marketer.
I'm a telemarketer.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this. You've done it for a lot of people.
Since 2019, yeah.
I didn't. You've been 5 years steady rocking, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that you.
You have the voice for children's books.
Oh, thank you. Don't tell my probation officer that, right?
Larry Nasser's testimonial.
Oh, that's the gymnast guy.
Oh, yeah.
I should text him back.
I did have this realization earlier when we piggybacked today. I was like, we picked the 2 guys with the most interesting voices in Austin right now.
Right.
So
Not interesting like what I have to say is pretty run of the mill, but I have a gay voice. If you look at my face and then hear my
your
voice,
voice
that's
isn't even
what's interesting.
gay.
Tell that to everyone I grew up with and my dad.
As compared to what?
No, it doesn't have like the gay accent.
Yeah.
What are you
It's
talking
lacking.
about?
It
It's
has
like
the straight guy accent.
well, now you just went gay.
No. I went full pussy hound. I leaned in.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe I am on drugs now.
I've never been
I
told
stepped
I
away
sound
for 10
straight.
minutes.
Every time I have him
You
photographed on a
dress
stand-up
and look
show,
straight.
every photo of him on stage is this.
Yeah, that sucks. I do this nonstop, and when I'm on stage, I don't even think about it. Here, I can be thoughtful because Sam will make fun of me. So I
I
can
do
put
it
my hands
on
on my
our
laps.
podcast. I do this, and we'll be out, and he'll be talking to someone, and behind his back, I'll be doing this with him. I'll go. And so, what you don't people understand is Bitcoin is actually on a blockchain, and
I do this. I hate it. I can't stop doing this,
Bro,
especially when I
does-
think I'm being funny and I point at someone like I'm pointing down at him. Oh,
I do that with other friends in the scene where I watch like what they do on stage when they have like their free hand or the way they just like. I'm like,
you made him a
look-
full T-belt.
who the
I'm
hell?
like, all these guys are secretly gay. But
I'm shorting this out.
every time I watch a clip of me back, I'm just like, I'm doing like the Arthur meme fist. I'm like, I gotta fucking.
You're clenching, huh?
Yeah, I'm just fully clenched.
Yeah.
I used to rub my belly with my free hand on stage.
I do that.
I used to do that a lot.
It looks like I'm about to announce a pregnancy.
I saw a photo of it with like a butt tucked in shirt where like the tuck in shirt, my body's just way too fat. So you see like my skin peeping out like belly button cleavage and I'm rubbing my belly. And I was like, oh, I'm done doing that on stage.
That's so slutty.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk in the photo.
Like
too,
Would you
could
would
tell.
you fuck JT's belly
This
button
bitch
pussy?
in heat.
Would you fuck my pussy? I
Yeah.
mean my belly button. Sorry. Wow. It was like a.
You're
fucking,
not gay.
You know.
You're trans. Okay, we got to the bottom of it.
That's why I have this voice.
Yeah. All right. You gotta work on it. Lower octave.
Also, what I really love is if he does this with all the fingers down, or he'll do this with the pinky in.
Pinky in.
You
I
really
do
do.
that.
You do the.
You can never go all 4 fingers. 3 is
Because
almost
then they're pointing
insulting.
back at you. That's why you have to point like this. Because
Yeah.
if you say, oh, if you point 1, you got 3 points. Okay, we'll point like this. You know, point like this. You know.
Okay, JT, I don't know anything about you. Are you from Texas originally?
No, I moved here from Sacramento.
Okay.
Yeah, give us the backstory.
I'm from Sacramento. Actually, born in Hawthorne.
That's the question I asked that set everything off. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I went. My family's from like Hawthorne
Okay.
area, Hawthorne, Torrance, Lawndale. Moved to Sacramento when I was like 12, and then moved to Austin when I was 19. And that's kind of the places I've lived.
Can I guess
Oh, I
your,
lived in Tulsa for 9 months. That was dumb.
Can I guess your age?
Mm-hmm.
28.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm finally at the age where people guess younger.
36.
No, okay, well, no, it's 31. I'm 31.
Okay.
I'm 31 years old. I started doing stand-up like in my teens way too long ago in Sacramento.
Yeah. Like, give us a little more about the years of 16 onward.
16,
You
I was...
started stand up at 16?
Yeah, because I graduated high school at 15 because it's super easy to do in California. You take a test called the high school proficiency exam, and then you get to leave high school. So I started at community college, but I was homeschooled, so community college was like way hard. Like I went to my first class was Geology 101, and the lady was talking about like the Earth being millions of years old, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna understand this class. And I got a D in like my first like report card back, and I was like, all right, I'm dropping out of college.
Do you know did you grow up with homeschooled kids in Buffalo?
My first 2 roommates ever when I first moved out, both homeschooled.
He
They
grew up in
were,
Christian
like, forever.
fundamentalist homeschool.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fun kind, you know.
Yeah. Well, I did because I was confused. I saw something where like the youngest person in the world record was set again for someone passing the bar exam in California. I was like, how the fuck do you start law school at 14?
Homeschool.
Homeschooled.
Yeah. Okay.
Homeschool. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, like, there's all these laws right now in all these states about wanting to put the 10 Commandments in classrooms, and JT was like, I already grew up that way.
Yeah. We had the 10 Commandments in every bedroom in my school. Every single room, 10 Commandments.
It was a
Set it
studio
out.
apartment. We
What was crazy is like both my parents worked, so like they would just give me workbooks and be like, "All right, take care of it yourself." And then I just had the answers in the back of the workbooks. So like for until 8th grade, I
and
was
our
like an
vote
A+
counts
student.
the same.
Don't worry, I don't know how to vote.
I
even
don't
worry
vote.
about it. Never have.
The self-homeschooled.
My mom was
I was
working at
homeschooled.
Starbucks. Like I got a genius at
I
home.
was remote homeschooled.
Homeschooled, self-taught.
You just start freestyling. All right, cool. Now I know JT better. 31.
I lived here a little over 10 years, 11 years, something like that.
Nice.
One of my first friends to get married.
Yeah, been married over 2 years.
Nice.
That was one of the stories when I asked one of our good friends about you, and she said that the first time she met you, you were hammered, and you had just like crushed on stage, and you were like, "Fuck, I can't believe I did good like this drunk." And then y'all are shooting the shit, you're smoking cigarettes, and then they go, "So what are you up to?" And you're like, "I'm gonna go Uber home. I'm pretty drunk. I can't wait to go home and fuck my girlfriend. I think I'm gonna marry her. She's got the tightest pussy I've ever had." And you just
Who said that about me?
you want to know?
Yeah.
Heather Keith.
I said that to Heather Keys.
And apparently and then she was like, "Oh, that's cool. How long you been together?" You go, "This shit's like tight." and then, and she's like, "Well, how'd you meet?" And you're like, "This tight ass pussy. That's how."
We met on Tinder.
That's what Tinder
crazy.
stands for.
Man, I love hearing stories about when I'm drunk, just bragging about how fucking tight that pussy I got at home is. You know?
You were like, "Nah, but for real though, on God, I'm a wife it."
It really is like retarded tight, like sickeningly tight. Like I'm not like a big fucking horsecock.
Like,
hung
I wasn't
dude.
claustrophobic until my dick met her.
Yeah, it's nuts.
She said that you told her, "You go, this shit's so tight, I gotta start doing Kegels." And this is the first time meeting Heather.
Really?
Yeah.
What's funny is I just remember Heather following me on Instagram one day and me following her back, and that's how I met her. I think, we followed each other on Instagram, and then we just started seeing each other at comedy shows. I love that I did good drunk. That rules. That's
Yeah.
evil.
Oh, thanks for the compliment. We follow each other on Instagram. My girlfriend's got a tight pussy.
My wife has a tight pussy.
I'm talking about the time.
How long were you together before you got married?
Not honestly. We only dated since like 2019-ish, but we knew
Speed
each
run?
other since like I was 21 and she was 18.
That is honestly such like the best compliment in the world to a lady's pussy. Is,
What?
I need to marry her immediately so
Yeah.
no one else can stretch this thing out.
It was so embarrassing. People were like, "What's your favorite thing about her?" I'd
What
be
a
like,
romantic.
the pussy.
We're stretching out all these plugs.
Yeah, you're looking at that twisted T going, "Oh."
I should call him. My ex-boyfriend from 2017.
Had a twisted T-size penis? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
insane.
Oh my god, thank God I'm going home actually. I just remembered a reason to swear.
everything reminds me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be home for 10 days. I'm sure I can check in with all of them.
A girl said that Jay-Z had a penis that was the size of a 2-liter soda pop. It
No
blew me
way.
away. That's what she said. I don't know. In 2018, I found out that gay men have a device that will make your penis bigger. You guys know about this?
I know.
Went to a gay sex shop just to meet friends or something, and they have this machine there. I
It's
swear
because
to
my
God.
wife's pussy was tight.
Yeah, my wife's pussy was so tight, I had to go kiss men on the lips and say I love them for 4 years. But I go to the sex shop, and I swear to God, it's this tube that you put on your penis, and it like sucks your penis to make it bigger. I swear to God, it's real. And I was asking the fellas there, I was like, boys.
You're doing Trump hands. You go, "Swear to God."
I swear to God.
The best penis pump in the world at this gay sex shop.
So you know the name, the penis pump. You're familiar. You've seen these machines before.
I just can use context clues on what its name could possibly fucking mean. Also, I've seen porn ads.
Porn ads for penis pumps? My porn ads
Yeah.
are like ugly women want to fuck you. I love how like low stakes porn ads are now. for
Mine
me.
are, "It's not too late to join the Coast Guard." Mine are, "Have you considered the military reserve?" I swear to God.
I've considered the reserve for you.
I swear to God, my porn ads are the Coast Guard Reserve help me get a down payment, a zero down payment on my home. I'm like, what the fuck?
Those are your porn ads?
That's my porn ads. Is Coast Guard Reserve.
Man,
When
I
too
get a
many
photo of a
algorithms
grandma.
overlap.
Do you want to live in Galveston, Texas? It's only every other week. Only 2 weeks on a 5-week month.
It seems like a good deal. If
No,
I
it's-
was a fit guy, I would do Army. That's the one thing holding me back. Is the fitness thing.
yeah, that's the only thing holding me
It's
back.
the fitness thing. If it wasn't for the fitness thing, I would probably be like maybe even in charge of the Army.
That's
by
how
now.
I know they are filming us on the camera turns on when you're watching pornography because they look at my body type and they go, he's pretty slender. He could fit on a dinghy. This man could be a Coast Guard.
They look at me and they say, "Oh yeah, ugly women are down to fuck you." Ugly women locally. There's even one ad that says like, "Stop paying for prostitutes." And I'm like, okay, wait, what?
Wait. Pause. Time
Wait,
out.
wait. Does this mean my FBI agents looking at me like she needs a bigger penis?
He's just missing you misses someone.
They're looking at your search.
She needs a no.
Okay.
All right, what'd you get on, old friendo?
Well, friendo here. Well,
I can't
mean,
wait to unpack JT.
Man, the Heather Keith thing alone makes you go like, oh no.
No.
It's gonna be fun.
Everything was positive. Okay, you pussy bragging to our good friend the first time you meet her after you crush on stage, blackout drunk.
That rules.
That's an amazing first impression.
I love doing good at stand-up blackout drunk.
Okay.
That rules.
Comic goes up to you, blackout drunk at Creek at 12:45. Most of the time, as a woman, it's a negative experience. Instead, he's, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Let me brag about my girlfriend's pussy. That's an amazing guy.
Women love hearing about good pussy. You know, they
Oh
want to
no,
be
all of
compared.
I
It
was just
could
gonna-
be.
You're making me laugh, dude.
Is it what I'm saying absurd?
I'll be honest. I've never had a woman be like, "Thanks for telling me about how tight your wife's pussy is." You know, and
any-
trust me, I've said it to a lot of women.
But it's better than what I'm saying is it's better than usually in the back of the creek they're just breathing too close, going, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey,
Great.
just to be clear, I'm
Great.
also
Now
that
I have
man.
pussy dysmorphia. I'm gonna do Kegels in the mirror tonight.
Yeah. My pussy's gonna be in the mirror with lipstick going, "You fucking pig! I hate you."
So when you say it's like super tight, can you just like on a?
You wouldn't believe it. It's like your fingers are like this.
Oh my god, you're getting arthritis in there.
It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. Sorry. Still true. Still true, baby. Ain't stretched out like an old sock either. You know, love you.
Okay,
lady.
a lot of people told me that you would be likely to join a cult.
Yeah, joined
Oh
multiple
wait,
cults.
I heard you were in a cult.
Been in-
I'm so happy this is the first point.
Been in 2 cults. I grew up a fundamentalist. That's not a normal religion.
And then you were like, did you like counterculture the
yeah,
opposite
I
way
went
into a different cult? 180?
Marxism, Leninism, Maoism is what I got into.
He joined a Maoist cult.
Joined him. Actually, I don't mean to brag, but I was on the ground level. I was pretty much one of the founders. I wasn't saying like a founding, like important member, but I was one of the founders.
You were
for
like
sure.
door to door
Dude, I
street team for the cult.
That's the thing about telemarketing is people are like, "Oh, is it hard?" I'm like, "Dude, I used to cold knock on people's doors, being like, have you read Mao and Lenin in Texas?' Like, no, it's so easy to telemarket people.
I
It's
did
insane.
that with Bernie Sanders in 2016.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you so much for your service.
Fuck.
Instead, and you're like, yeah, I can call a wing place.
Yeah, I'll call a wing
Hey,
place.
would you like Chive TV? Do you like epic fails?
Yeah.
No.
10 nut slams every 30 minutes guaranteed. I used to say things about that TV thing where I'd be like, it increases sales by 35% during lunch hour.
Do you guys like trampoline goof ups? No? Well, have you considered Mao?
It just makes me. I was such a bad salesperson that I got fired from a smoke shop after 2 days.
The weed sells itself.
Really? You got fired from a smoke shop for not selling enough?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
honest,
couldn't
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
She was just letting them not buy KB.
Yeah.
She was letting them buy mids.
I was like, sorry, I'm just on so much CBD and I belong in the Zoomies.
I cold call and I sell SEO to people, but like if I was having stoners come in to buy weed, baby, I'd be rich. You know what I mean? I'd be a rich man. Wow. Sorry, I got choked up thinking about how rich I would be. And I'd be so high too.
I'm better now. Restaurant, super easy. Because my upsells are like, you guys want fries? Who's going to say no to that?
I'm gonna say yes. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely gonna say yes to that.
Dude, honestly, what if we all after this crushed some Parmesan French fries?
I would love that.
I haven't had a Parmesan fry in a minute.
I didn't even realize I was in a Maoist cult until 2020 when the world shut down, and my wife and I were watching all those Scientology docs, and there's this one part where the leader made these people sleep on the floor, and I remember saying to my wife, and I was like, well, to be clear, some brains, it's not like they need to be rewired, but they need to be cleaned of liberalism. Like, you need to do everything you can. And if that includes, excluding them from the outside world to get their theory back on point, then yeah, that seems like a worthy goal.
We're just like kidnapping people and making them sleep on the floor.
I remember the first conversation I had with her where I was like, well, 15, 16-year-olds have always historically fought in revolutions. That's normal to have child soldiers. And she was like, you have really gone down a dick path.
You moved in like Christmas time 2020, right? To Oklahoma?
No, I moved 2021.
Oh, I got my timeline all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no, you were in Austin in 2021.
Mm-hmm, for some of it.
I remember like posting about Russ Baker, and then you responded to my stories. We go back and forth, and I call you, and I hadn't talked to you in like 8 months because of lockdown or whatever. And yeah, you're like, yeah, I got, whatever. I'm happy, whatever, this, that. I think you were gonna buy a new truck, or you still had the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
You still had the motorcycle. You're like, yeah, I still got the motorcycle. Oh, I realized I was in a cult when I met you, and I'm like, yeah, oh yeah.
Crazy times, I got a bunch of tattoos I'm getting covered up, they're all crazy.
Which ones?
Like that. And then this one's funny too. It says feel my pain.
That one's cute.
Got this one. It's almost all the way covered up. Crazier ones on my stomach and my thighs.
You can see the hammer.
Yeah, you can still see the hammer and the sickle peeping out, say maybe we'll still have the shining path. We're probably not going to win a revolution.
This was one of your closest friends said, JT used to smell bad all the time.
I know who said that. Yeah, I worked with him.
He said, when you go to a dude's house and you immediately know a dog lives there?
I have not cuddled with you.
He said, it's better now, but for real. Those were his exact words.
I remember when Jacob came over to my house in 2019, and he was like, hey, it doesn't smell. And then he said, by the way, you've been smelling a lot better. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I remember I worked at a place with him, and all the people there would talk about how I smell like body odor and how stinky I was. I wouldn't shower or nothing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really shower. I smoked weed. I didn't really wash my clothes.
Isn't it cute that you have a backup dancer?
I love it, yeah. It's like having a little mini-me,
Yeah.
I do the pinky in. But yeah, I used to smell super badly. Super bad. But now I shower every day.
Were you just like no deodorant, or like the stress of being in the cult made you stink extra?
No, I was just for the same reason I was in the cult was the same reason I didn't shower. I was just super mentally ill, dude. I just had I thought, oh, I'm so mentally ill. I'm like the guy on the bus that's about to start talking to himself loudly. Like I was one step away from being homeless most of my 20s. Like I was on edge. I was doing drugs, hard drugs all the time.
Dude.
So of course I was stinky.
I just remember I was working the door of Velveeta room one weekend, and you came up to me and you go, Sam, you're someone in my life who has it really together. And that's when I realized I'm in a bad way. My friends are too.
I just need to know if we know anyone that's never done a fucking hard drug before. Every single guest.
Oh, dude. I when I first moved to Austin, it was before the big fentanyl craze, and so I didn't really know what it was. And I had a neighbor.
Is it a craze?
Well, I would say it's a
They
fad.
can't get enough of this stuff.
We used to get it off the back of a patch, put it on foil, and smoke it. And I have memories of falling asleep high on fentanyl and waking back up like in a sweat. Like more than a half dozen times smoked fentanyl with this dude straight off the patch, and it's gritty. I'm like alive. Like that's nuts. Oh my god, fentanyl rules though.
And when you did improv,
yeah, I would crush at improv, dude. I have so much to say. I have so much truth to speak to power.
dude, you're such a gabber.
Yeah, I am. The term's yapper.
Oh, excuse me.
There's a difference between a gabber and a yapper.
So true.
You're so cunty. I want to know what the argument was about.
I don't even smell good anymore. I just don't smell bad. As bad.
Did you ever smell good? You went from not smelling bad to just not.
I haven't gone through that era yet, but I will. I'll have a time when people say, "Oh, JT, that guy smells great."
Oh my god, the guy who smells like sandalwood.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good scent for me.
Dude.
Sandalwood. I was thinking cum and gasoline,
Well, first we need to take you to a gas station. You already reek of bleach, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, this guy, we used to call him Blacklight. Whoa!
I do like to finish on a pile of dirty clothes because that way I know they're going to get cleaned. I hate to finish on my sheets or anything like that, but if I finish on just a pile of dirty clothes.
Spit on it, put the cigarette butt out on it.
Ooh, I put cigarette butt out in a bean juice the other day. I felt like such a man. It was
Bean
so good.
juice?
Yeah, I eat
Oh,
inside.
in a can.
No, on my plate. I finished my beans. Only the juice was left.
3. I just got whiplash based on what bean juice could have fucking meant.
He's talking about he ate a bunch of baked beans and then the liquid that was left over on the plate, he went
And I put
it like a
cigarette out.
detective going
I was very
like a
noir.
sheriff at a western going.
Yeah.
He's going No Country for Old Men. He's going, let's go get Anton Chigurh.
It was hot. It was like a sexy
Honestly,
thing.
that's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a hot,
Get this guy
sexy
some
thing.
gasoline and come.
Yeah.
They call him the chugger. The pump, or excuse me, they call him the pump.
I can't wait to see
JT,
Heather
the
Keith
pump.
again because she never held that against me or brought that up to me. I'm like, dude, thank you so much.
Held it against you.
Pussy bragging is not in that context.
That's a hard thing to hold against someone.
Having like the tightest fucking pussy lockdown at home. Sorry, I keep bringing it up, y'all.
You're like, I hope she holds the tightest pussy against me. I miss her. Okay.
That's so. Okay. This is one of my best friends wrote. He loves stealing valor in any sense. He just making up silly stories to strangers.
Yeah, it's true. I've stolen a lot of valor. I've stolen so much valor. I pretty much have been in the army. Like I've stolen so much valor. I get PTSD from my time in Iraq sometimes. Like, what's funny is stealing valor isn't illegal. And people say it's illegal all the time, and I'm like, dude, I promise you, it's only illegal in Arizona if you get caught trying to steal a discount. Like in Texas, it's not illegal to steal valor unless I'm scamming someone for a product. But I can walk into every single Texas Roadhouse and demand the general manager thanks me for my service every time I go there. And I do. I like it. I like that they come up and I always say, they go, oh, thank you so much for your service. And I say, don't thank me for what I did over there. And I go, if you knew what we were doing for American corporations over there, you wouldn't thank me or a single one of my fallen brothers. And I act super self-righteous, fucking 40% off, dude.
I love it because he goes as one of those guys who's ashamed about what he did.
Yeah.
First of all, he wedges it into conversation.
Yeah,
And
it will come
then-
up.
Do you know how many children I beheaded over there? Can I have another basket of free rolls?
And also, why can't I crack peanuts in here anymore? What's going on with that?
The Somalis call me the ghost.
What'd you do over there?
Oh, dude, honestly, I went over there and I was
Pussy
like a medic.
bragged.
I was a medic, yeah.
What you get 42 virgins doesn't matter because I got the tightest pussy at home.
How do you say tight pussy in Urdu? I got something to do this weekend.
Go on.
Okay, here we go.
It's nerve-wracking.
Oh, did I not send these to you?
No.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, it's fine. You're mean to my guest. Your guest is a
I
treat.
was not mean to your guest.
I could
dude.
tell he was mean to your
That
guest.
is
very mean to my
crazy.
guest.
Don't you gaslight me. Was I mean to his guest? To her guest?
I didn't notice. I did notice a little bit of weird energy, but I didn't really know where it was coming from.
I
so.
said it was a witness protection fit. But then
I
then
thought
you
that
all
was-
laughed.
I thought that was just a
Silly
joke.
Do you
goose.
think
Listen,
that's
I was talking about stealing valor earlier, and my man was laughing. So it's not a good judgment on what's right or wrong.
Damn.
Even
he's-
though we've both stolen
He's calling
a
you an
lot of
easy
valor.
laugh, dude. How do you feel about that?
I mean, the stolen valor bit was good. I think that was nasty of you to say that I'll laugh at anything.
I think that was nasty of you. That's how my southern dad would talk. I think that was just nasty,
Are
frankly.
we painting me as a villain now?
We don't
Yeah,
have to
Sam,
paint you
you
as
came in
anything.
here.
What the fuck?
I like to be painted as the victim.
You came in here with a weird energy.
Don't you dare. Don't do that. I'm a positive ray of sunshine.
I bring in my new best friend, and you were mean to him the entire time.
I actually cannot tell if I was mean or not.
Are you
anymore.
referring to me as your new best friend?
Thank you.
No, he's being
don't think you
very
were mean.
sweet to you.
Don't. What?
He's being so sweet.
Okay, your
God.
smile, I cannot tell.
Well, it's the same way you can't fucking cry.
That is
Oh,
true.
You could cry.
I can't look mad.
Dude, I haven't cried. We didn't know. We've discovered on an earlier episode, I haven't cried in 6 years.
No.
Dude, I thought I had, I swear to God. But I haven't cried in 6 years.
Uh-oh.
They have medication for that.
What's the medication that makes you cry?
Chardonnay.
I was waiting for you to pick a name. I was waiting to pick
Did you
a
see
name.
the Rolodex?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
I saw
don't cry on Twisted Tea, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay. I'm already just tearing up talking about it. Oh my god. My mom did that cute thing that all moms do on their daughter's birthday where she made like a Facebook post and I read it first sentence. I'm already like bawling my eyes out. It was so sweet.
My baby
sweet.
girl.
She calls me Peanut.
Your peanut?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because of the shape of your head.
Damn. Oh, hold on. Dong.
In my defense, you guys called me stinky earlier. You guys did say I was
Yo,
stinky.
we're quoting somebody.
Yeah, but we don't know the stinky
No, and
gations
I know
are true.
exactly what peanut you're talking about. You know when you get like, you know how most peanuts are like the double nut?
Yeah.
I'm the one sad nut.
The one that you gotta like, you can't do the
And then-
twist
and
with
then
it,
you
so you gotta put it in your teeth and go crunch it.
And then you open it, it's just, you don't even want to put it in your mouth.
Yeah, it's like, is this all shell? There's no nut in here. It's just all shell.
It's one of those you shake it like a little maraca.
How is this nut burnt?
Someone just wrote back asking about his affiliation to midget wrestling.
Do you make the midgets?
No, I'm a huge midget wrestling fan. You know, my auntie's a midget. I don't know why you would know that, but did you know my auntie's a midget?
I did.
I bring it up. My auntie, I swear to God, she's famous in Little Rock. I like to people meet from Little Rock, Texas, and I say, oh, you might know my auntie. And they go, Little Rock's a pretty big city. And I go, she's a midget with a bright pink scooter. And they go, oh, I've seen her. I go, yep, that's what I thought. Local celeb.
That's what I thought.
She's like the biker fox of Little Rock. Biker Fox is a local celebrity in Tulsa, and he's a celebrity because his motorcycle helmet is a fox head. People love him.
So he's kind of like a furry?
I don't know anything about him other than people say, oh, that's Biker Fox. He shops at Whole Foods. Oh, cool, man.
It's not a lot to get, so it doesn't take a lot to get noticed in Tulsa.
Absolute rock star of Tulsa. He shops at Whole Foods. My wife worked at that Whole Foods for 2 weeks, and then they were teaching her how to count in the register, and they told her if the register's short, they'll fire her. And she was like, no, I'll pay. And they were like, no, you can't, like, short the register. You can't even pay. And so she never went back. She was like, she said there was too much on the line. She said, I couldn't, she said, they were pretty much telling me if I made a mistake counting money, they'd fire me. And I was like, yep, that's what it's like working at a place like that. She did not like it.
They said that if I didn't do my job, they'd fire
They'd
me.
fire me. I was like, yeah. And I like that her immediate response, she goes, no, we'll pay. She goes, if it comes up short, I'll just pay it. And they were like, well, no, if that happens, paying isn't an option.
You ever work a till?
Well, that just reminded me of one night, a random bar I worked at in Buffalo. Me and the other bartender closed, but we got hammered because it was also like an afters bar. So we were closing at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And we left. And the next day he texted me. He's like, I got really stressed out. I went back in, I counted the drawer just to make sure we closed correctly. It's short $500.
Whoa.
And we had to go back in. We went and got barbecue across the street. And then we went back in and we're like just like mathematicians, like scientists being like, we just forgot to do one thing. We forgot to carry a zero. It was like short $50 and we just put it back in.
Wow.
Nice.
You had me stressed out for you.
Dude,
we
yeah.
like overtook tips. I don't know. We just like fucked it up so bad where I'm like, they're going to look at the fucking cameras and see what we were doing here.
I used to be so sneaky about stealing from jobs like that. And then I remember after like a certain point, I would just take the money on camera. And they'd be like, hey, did you take that money? I'd be like, no.
No,
I
I
didn't.
worked with a guy like that where we already worked off the books. Like we worked but like he would be so very obvious about it where he would just have a pile of cash next to the fucking computer. And one day the owner came in and was like, what's this doing? And he like, I had to lie for him. I was like, oh, I was using it. He wasn't able to ring all of this in yet.
One time my boss told
like,
my manager, told the owner that I was stealing money. And the owner was like, are you really stealing money? And I like flipped out. I was like, dude, how dare you? Dude, how dare you think I'm stealing money from this vegan ice cream shop? I would never, dude. I would never steal money. Then I paid a witch on Twitter to put a spell on my manager. Fucking, she got fired.
Did you do some brujeria?
Yeah, no, it was actually one of those like SoundCloud witches, one of those types of guys that's like into like the old magic books.
Well, you got a
and the
male
occult.
witch?
Yeah, it was a boy witch, more powerful.
That's a wizard.
Yeah.
No, they prefer.
No,
they actually
they're
prefer
male witches.
Yeah, they prefer male witcher.
We're
They
not
call
gonna
it
let
witcher.
women take the term witch from men. All right, we're not gonna let women co-opt being a witch.
Oh, we only got
bad
burned.
enough.
We only got burned at the stake. I guess you guys can be included. But then I want like payback. We need to burn a couple men.
To be clear, I'm a Christian. I would burn down the men or the women witches. I don't want them in our society.
To be clear, the things I did in Fallujah, I don't care what we do now. Okay, here we go. You guys keep going. All
Keep
right.
going with
What's your
what?
zodiac sign?
Oh, Taurus.
Nice.
The bad kind.
One of my best friends is a Taurus.
Ooh, look out.
J-
Red flag. I'm just kidding. I don't know what any of them mean.
Here's a good one. JT is absolutely one of the funniest guys I've ever met, always cracking jokes and making people around him laugh. One of the funniest stories in recent memory is when I come down to visit him in Austin at his jiu-jitsu school. He still calls it karate class. Mm-hmm. And they put the laugh emoji. Some drunk guy comes in mumbling about how he used to train and he wanted to challenge someone. Okay. You want to finish the story? Or do you want me to finish telling it?
You finish telling it. What does he say? Because I'll
Of
probably
course,
tell the truer
JT
version.
offers to take him up on the challenge and proceeds to absolutely whoop on the guy. After he leaves, the JT's instructor thought he knew the guy, and JT was like, "Nah, man, I just wanted to school that drunk guy."
Yeah, it ruled. This drunk biker dad, like a dude with like a bunch of jewelry, walked by my dojo one day because the BJJ I was training at the time was right next to the Grand, and so this guy was walking daytime drunk from the Grand, came in, but the
It's a
owner,
pool hall
you know the Grand?
for the listener.
Oh yeah, no, I used to live down the street from there.
Yeah, that bar. So
Yeah.
the karate place I went to, right next door, this guy walks by during an open mat, comes in, and because I talked to him when he walked in, the owner of the gym thought I knew him. And so he goes up to the owner of the gym, drunk as shit, and is like, "I'm challenging someone. Like, let me challenge you guys." He said he was going to step up, and he was like, "Armbar, I'm gonna armbar someone." And I was like, "I'll do it." And so this guy's like, "Oh, yeah, this guy wants to fight with his friend." And it was the best. It was the best day of my life defending the dojo. Besides getting married, of course. I have to keep reminding myself that getting married was technically better than
Tightest
defending
armbar you've
the
ever seen.
tightest armbar, dude. Oh, I swept him again and again and again. It felt great, dude. It felt great. My favorite type of fighting to do is when someone doesn't know how to fight. They're smaller or weaker than me, and they're drunk. You line me up with that match, and I'm gonna fucking sweep, dude. I'm fucking John Jones in that bitch. If they're smaller, weaker, and fatter. Or
You
drunk.
give me a stoned out woman?
Oh, dude. Women that are white belts or blue belts, gay, it doesn't matter how big they are. Doesn't matter. Any size woman. Any size woman that's blue belt or less, fucking come take it, dude. Undefeated against most women. Some women have really fucking wrecked me before, but undefeated against women that are
Physically or emotionally?
never emotionally, baby.
What?
Only fallen in love one time, got her name tattooed on my neck, married her.
Tightest pussy.
Tightest pussy in the game.
I've never been into a physical altercation.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the closest you ever came to a physical altercation?
I feel like I talked about it before on here, but some girl in high school was cyberbullying one of my friends that went to the competing high school, and I messaged her. I said, "Hey, knock it off. She's already gonna kill herself." And then
I'm already working on it.
but I went into like school the next because the messages ended with me being like, "Let's talk about this tomorrow." And then I went in and I saw her before like first period, and I was like, "Hey, no, like for real, leave her alone." And it was like this big black girl, and no one was around.
Race war.
She waited until we had our one and only class last period together, and then she came in hot, heavier than usual, and then flipped my desk in front of everyone.
Damn.
But then she got sent to the office immediately.
Wow. System took her down. Good job.
Everything
Sent her to
else.
juvie and started the Jim Crow South.
Every other time I've been like
Crow
close to a fight, I was always the girl holding the bad bitch's earrings in the
Nice.
fight. I was always
You were the war
ear-
bride.
Yeah.
You're holding.
Give me the family crown. I'll hold it. I'll keep it safe.
Think
Fight
of
for
my
my
role
honor.
like a Spartan eunuch, if you will.
Yeah.
I once got curb stomped, got fucking beaten up so bad. I got my jaw and my eyes and like my optical, all those broken, shattered. Dude.
That's something you and I have in common. Both got curb stomped to the point of concussion. I had to take off work and drop out of school.
That's why you can't
and
cry, and that's why your voice is like that.
That's actually
My
why.
voice is like this is because I was molested. Okay, obviously.
Well, if you get molested one more time, it goes back.
Okay, I like my odds. Might as well.
Yeah.
I could just hang outside the studio space for a while.
He starts sounding like Bianca Parado. Hey, what's up?
I would trade voices with her in a minute. In a minute.
Yeah, do we think Bianca, never mind, molested JT?
She took your powers.
I'd never give her a chance. No, that's one of the women I could beat up. I know
I
for
don't
a
think
fact.
so.
I could beat up Bianca Parada and you respectfully at the same
She
time.
carries herself in such a way. I think she might like just bring a knife.
I could
though.
take Bianca and Sam at the same time. I
mean-
could, but if you said you only get one person, it's Bianca. I'd be like, perfect. let's fucking dance, all both of you.
It's hilarious. Just hypotheticals. Hey, let's name of our friends who you could fight.
Yeah, well, women.
I lost a fucking pillow fight like 2 months ago. I can't do anything physical.
Is that like a content shoot?
Skankfest? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working my way from regular OnlyFans to OnlyFans TV, so, you know.
Sounds like you were just on Fish Tank.
My OnlyFans is gonna be on Gas Digital soon.
JT's in my phone. This is two different people has said some variation of this. JT is in my phone as JT in quotations and not gay, Kelley.
Oh.
So,
Two people said that?
one said homo in quotations. The other person said not gay.
That's pretty funny. Because it's clearly not like a
What is
nickname
he
I'm
in
giving
your
myself.
phone as?
This bitch.
This bitch? Really?
No,
Oh.
it's JT.
This bitch with
You're
the
Samuel
tightest pussy.
Castillo, full name.
Full name. Samuel.
Samuel Nelson Castillo.
He code switches on himself.
You know I'm a little Latinx.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a little Latinx. Not a lot. But my grandma, Samuel knows this.
Is this so true?
Samuel knows this.
Samuel?
My
Samuel?
grandma's name is
Juanita.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Juanita.
His abuelita.
Juanita.
Uh-huh. I believe she was a
They don't-
quarter Mexican or quarter Spanish, actually.
I'm 1/8 Lebanese.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Free Palestine.
Hell yeah, dude.
She's like, I won't say that. No one's gonna make you. No one's gonna make you guys say that. Don't worry.
I mean, as a podcast, Good Sam, Bad Sam, we haven't picked sides. Do you want to pick the good side?
We have had no hard political stances.
We haven't
I
issued a
did
statement.
for my birthday, just for funsies.
Donate money to Hamas.
No.
No.
I wore a MAGA hat and held a big gun, and that felt. Honestly, I get why they do that.
Yeah.
I've never ventured so far over to one side.
As someone who's been in a couple different cults, there's a reason.
Oh yeah,
I love being accepted.
I love
Oh my
holding a
God.
big gun.
When I started going back to church, I pretty much immediately realized, like, oh, I like having buildings of people that have to be nice to me. That's what I like. I love this. I was like, and I go in here and they go, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I say, good morning, good morning. God loves you. I love you. Good morning. I can't recommend it enough. People go, oh, what about church trauma? Oh, hearing Jesus loved you made you bad. Okay, dude. Go to a Methodist church. They don't even talk about Jesus. They just say good morning.
They talk about Chick-fil-A.
They talk about Chick-fil-A. They talk about shaking hands. They talk about everything.
I don't
but
remember the
Bible.
last time I was in a physical church.
I love going to those kind of churches because the pastor will go, now, I know a lot of people are thinking about the election.
Beautiful accent. I'm there.
I was at the Chick-fil-A on Martin Luther King, and they were out of spicy. They were out of spicy chicken sandwiches. And
That's how the devil works.
I said, this country's divided enough. And I let it go. I said, Juanita, chicken sandwiches are just fine. Could I get a packet of honey? I think we all should give each other a little packet of honey in our day-to-day life.
Come
Now, when you see someone who's feeling like they're out of their...
Steal my heart.
if someone close to you says, JT, I'm feeling out of spicy myself, you just give them a little honey packet. Now, we're going to have the basket go around. we've been given, and then what they'll do is they'll have people write prayer cards and they'll send them in. They'll go, you know, we've been given time. We've been given thoughts and prayers to specific people in our life. Would JT come up to the front?
My pastor every week, she goes, my name's Pastor Kathy. She, her. I go, sick.
He goes to a she/her church.
Yeah, I go to a she, her church. My friend at church, my friend at work said, do you go to a white church or a black church? I was like, it's definitely a white church. Didn't mean to be. You'd be welcome, but it's definitely a white church.
In fact, we'd make a show of you.
We would be stoked if you came, Javelle. We would love you at church, Javelle. One of the
The
ministries at
amount of
church is
people
called
who
social
come up
justice.
to you and say, "I love Euphoria. My whole family watches it together."
Oh, about the show with the teens fucking and doing drugs?
Yeah. Well,
That's Sam's For You page, am I right?
I mean, honestly, yeah. It's a little bit of that. It's a lot of biracial hotties. It's that, and it's here's how to start a lawnmower. It's a lot of practical skills.
I
And
see
college football.
guys with Down syndrome lip syncing. Guys with Down syndrome freestyle rapping.
Dude, it is Down syndrome drag.
Yeah, I've seen Down syndrome drag.
That's
And it's
his
their
For You
freedom to do
page.
that. That's their freedom. That's their guy. I'd die for that. I'd die for that freedom. For a Down syndrome fella to dress up like a woman and sing.
This guy did not help Blackwater and move that oil and them bullets to a Russian intelligence site in Syria before we became baddies, before we became frenemies.
I didn't do 2 tours in Iraq just for someone to tell a Down syndrome fella that he can't dress up like a woman and sing me a song at my birthday
Here's the
party.
thing: he didn't do 2
I
tours in
didn't do
Iraq.
2 tours in
so
Iraq.
for this guy to not go up there and do RuPaul's drag,
Repod drag wait. Yeah. I'm
The
gonna do
most
a
white-
Katy Perry thong.
white tiara's wide neck.
This is incredible.
He didn't do 2 tours. I cannot wait. I think my brother's coming back to Austin on Black Friday, like after Thanksgiving in Houston. I can't wait for you guys to see each other. The last time he almost beat the
He did
living
almost
shit out
beat
of
the,
you.
I almost got killed to death
Oh
by his
my
brother.
God, dude.
When I
Is-
first
wait,
met
does his
Sam-
brother look like him?
No.
Can you
Enough,
show,
though.
show me a
Enough.
picture
Well, our
of your...
face is
Their
similar,
faces are
identical
pretty
twins.
similar. They're
Can-
identical
show me a
twins.
picture of your brother.
I had known Sam for probably like 2 or 3 years at
Is
this
he
point.
taller, hotter,
And I
stronger?
had never thought
Shorter,
about him even having
hotter,
a family,
stronger.
right?
Shorter?
Like an inch shorter.
He's not shorter than you. He's the
1
same
inch
height.
shorter.
Okay.
Wait,
Hold on to
5'6"?
that, don't you?
Yeah, you really do.
5'6".
Oh, I'm not talking about our height.
I didn't know Sam had a family, right? In my mind,
Here's the
Sam
thing.
stopped existing when I walked away. That's how it worked for me. When I walked away, he just right back into.
He called me up the other day. He goes, I can hear him on the Bluetooth in his car. He's driving. He goes, I go, what's up? He goes, not much. I'm at a red light, and I figured you were dead. He goes, you know, when I sleep, I figure that you stop existing.
Yeah.
You have the object impermanence with Sam Castillo specifically.
That's how I imagine him, yeah. Every time I see him, I go, oh, thank God you're here. Where else could you be? You know? The second I walk away, just
I'm like that
darkness
instant
frame.
cover. I'm just on strings.
But I met his brother. He said I have a twin brother. And I said, oh, you guys should definitely kiss in front of me. And Sam gave a little laugh, and then his brother didn't laugh at all.
At the time, my brother was naval intelligence.
Yeah, which is code word for a gay man in the army. And so I'm using my naval intelligence to try to get them to kiss in front of me.
He's
and as the night
inspecting
goes
belly
on,
buttons.
Sam's brother is getting drunker, and Sam genuinely trying to be my friend.
Take him aside.
Multiple times, saying like, "Hey, dude, my brother's really gonna kick your ass."
He was.
And what's so funny is I was like, I'm fine with that. Like, it would ruin his life. It would just be a night for me. Like, I was like, I don't think you understand the consequences. He's like, he doesn't. He's shithouse drunk. Like, you were pissing him off. You're trying to make him have gay incest sex. And I'm like, yeah, I just want you guys to kiss in front of me because you guys are twins.
He went to the Texas game, and Texas lost to LSU by a field goal. He was annihilated.
So funny.
Met us at a bar, and dude, he just come been. He was like, "You like Texas Longhorns, huh? You know what you should do is kiss."
Yeah. I kept telling him to kiss. He didn't like that at all. That's so funny to me. I really wish he would have beat me up. No, I'm glad he didn't. Oh my God, that would have been so sad. But how funny would it be if your brother's entire trajectory is like fucked up and I'm just like a guy that's like, yeah, I got my ass kicked pretty bad. Now it's a story I tell on podcasts. Sam's brother's life is fucking ruined. And I just tell this story on podcasts. Glad that didn't happen, but
Honestly,
it's what I was pushing
we
for.
can't go.
Sorry, Max.
Sorry, Max.
Texas
am.
plays A&M that day, so you could get that chance.
You know what? New me.
Not you.
I wouldn't even, you guys could start making out in front of me and I wouldn't even look.
He's like,
You
I
guys-
have the world's tightest pussy bag.
You think I care about you fucking your brother in front of me? No.
I'm spoken for.
I am betrothed.
They're begging to kiss in front of me and I just keep...
This all did just remind me. So one of the 5 cries I had on my birthday weekend was,
Oh, was it about me kissing my brother?
not yet.
Not yet.
But
This would be so hot.
the beauty of having a birthday on a Monday, which weekend is my birthday weekend.
You're like 30 though, right?
Damn.
No.
She just mentioned she cried 5 times on her birthday. And this catty bitch goes, ooh, let's make it a 7th.
I thought that would make you laugh.
It'll make me laugh until I cry. Until I weep. Until I weep again.
I've just been thinking about when she called me 36 for the past like 30 minutes. That's all I can think about.
You don't understand. He just rattling in his head was going, I'm not an improv guy.
I'm not an improv guy.
I'm filled with such great sorrow. Bills beat the Chiefs for my birthday. Beautiful, thank you.
Nice.
I did. I'll count it as a cry because just a single tear rolled down my face as Nickel City played Slide by Google
Were you at
Dolls.
Nickel City? That's the Bills bar. That's the best one.
Oh
What
my
a
God.
vibe.
Surrounded by friends.
Ah.
I went outside at one point to just vape freely, and this guy came up to like a group of us, and he was just like, "Hey, so my dad died a few days ago, and I'm coming to terms with it. Can you take a picture of me over there to capture this moment?" And I was like, again, surrounded by people, and I was like, "Me specifically," and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do I look like your dead dad?" Thinking that would just make him like drop the conversation. Did not.
He goes, no, but you kind of look like the person who would be good with the phone.
And then, so we walk
You
over.
look like you have an eye for lens.
Eye
Eye for lens.
I almost forgot. So we walk over to like this empty corner, and as we like walk over, he was like, "Actually, can you take a video?" And I'm like, "Okay." And so I'm holding the camera. I'm like, "All right, we're live." And he gets like all flustered. He's like, "Oh, what should I say?" I was like, "I don't know. Say something nice about your dead dad."
I don't know. A eulogy.
And then he goes, "Man, you're really putting me on the spot right now." I said, "Is this the next gen Impractical Jokers? Because what the fuck?" And then he just goes, and I'm not even kidding, he goes, "Dad, miss you, love you, wish you were here," and then double peace sign poses. And then goes, "Was that good?"
I mean,
Sounds pretty good.
What do you mean you want a picture capturing the moment you come to terms with the fact that your dad's dead, and then you ask for a video and do that?
I mean.
You know, I honestly thought when you're like, and we went to a corner and he said it was gonna video, I was like, you guys are gonna kiss. I thought you were gonna be like, and then we kissed and we talked about his dad, and I was like, am I psycho? That's not what happened at all.
Turns out tight pussy.
JT's thinking this is a meet cute.
Oh, I would love that.
I was like, I can't tell if he's retarded or like hammered or both. But
They're,
normally they
they're
cancel
allowed to
out.
drink.
They're allowed to drink.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I voted for. That's what I went to Iraq for. Was so retards could get drunk.
Trust me, they're still doing it in Iraq over there.
Perfect.
They
Fighting
don't know.
Fighting for my right every day.
Now they're, yeah. Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea Battalion. Buffalo Bills Mafia. That's all the stuff. People just wrote a lot of nice stuff.
Tell more nice things.
JT has a very funny, cute voice that does not match his large, hairy man body and face.
All right, who are these from?
You look like you should be racist.
Yeah, I know. I am. I
What-
don't like
what-
English people or most Europeans.
He really hates limeys.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't like British people
Okay,
and
can I
Slavic
pull up
people.
those texts you sent me about limeys?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, all right. You go
He's
ahead.
like, I don't remember this. This
I
is my
don't-
wife's pussy all over again.
I don't remember saying anything about British people. I don't like them, and I'm never gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna be like, I think British people are human. I don't. I think they're dogs
How do you
that
feel
walk
about the
upright.
Beatles?
Dog shit. I would never listen to that music. I don't even like guitar music. I like American music that black people make. That's what I like. And some American whites, but for the most part, American black people make the best music.
While he's pulling up these texts, as someone who works with Sam Castillo regularly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cunty is he on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, today I said, where is this place? And he responded to the address he sent me and just said, here. And I'm like, no, I know. The address goes to an intersection. But here's the thing. He had sent the address as the last text message. So it was still visible. And it's like, yeah, no, I know. He's like corporate cunty, and I'm like drunk aunt cunty. You know what I mean? Like, I also am like bitchy gay guy energy on accident. Same with him. Can't help it, you know? It's the way God made us. God wired us to be, you know, a little petty.
Honestly, yeah.
It's what we're for. It's what we're for.
I love my gay kings.
We are. Well, here's the thing. We are the extremities of straight gayness, as
Yeah.
a straight twink and a straight bear.
My wife always used to joke that she's gonna get a shirt that says "I love my gay husband," and I had to pretend like it didn't bother me because if I said it bothered me, she would definitely get that shirt and wear it. And so I've had to pretend like, haha, that's so funny, babe. You should totally get that.
You have to lean into it.
Yeah. Otherwise, she'll actually get it, and I would hate that.
Okay. I think of the time JT learned how to juggle, because this is from someone you know immediately. This person wrote, I just think of the time JT learned how to juggle because he saw me doing it. What a good friend. JT is my phone as JT, not gay Kelley. This is the third person to say this. JT would be really good at improv, but instead he does stand-up, which feels to me sort of like a Jesus just focused on carpentry because he thought it was the best shot at having a career.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if I thought stand-up was the best shot of having a career, I'd be retarded.
How do you feel
Says the
about
guy that was in 2 cults.
How do you feel about the accusations that you learned to juggle only because my roommate Greg juggled?
That is 100%
Greg
true.
juggles?
Greg
my
is a
roommate Greg,
masterful juggler.
very good juggler.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He juggled. He stress juggles
I
all
love
the
when
time.
guys have hobbies.
He'll-
Stress juggles?
Yeah.
Everything about Greg is hot. He's like a therapist. He has great style. He has good politics. He's good at juggling.
Yeah.
He's what I wish I was.
What do you think are good politics?
Just stupid. I don't know. Honestly, does Greg have bad politics? Greg
No, I just
seems
want to know
just
what
like-
you think are good politics.
Here's what I think Greg thinks
because you
about
and
the
I
world.
both have horrible politics.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
I
Politics.
mean, we're
I would
the
say he's like
worst.
pro-establishment overall. I'd say he's pro-capitalist overall. I'd say he wants
Sure.
like, small business America.
he'd like some healthcare to be a little more regulated.
Sure, I think he's like a reasonable capitalist.
Sure.
I'm an anti-capitalist to be honest, right?
Yeah.
I don't brag about that, but I'm also not
Oh
like
man,
anti.
2 guys talking politics in front of a girl.
Yeah, well, try to
Well,
keep
we're
up,
about to
honey.
ask you.
So I think he's a pro-capitalist liberal. I think he's like a
I know we
big-headed-
gotta wrap
I
up.
gotta get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, hard end. I don't vote.
Me neither. Never will.
Yay.
Sorry, just track the time. Is there any closing words you'd like?
The gift.
Oh, yeah, you can have the secondhand gift that's very far away now.
Oh.
Wait. Is there another gift, or was this the gift for the previous guest?
This was a gift for a previous guest.
You just didn't have to tell me that.
But you know what? The gifts don't actually matter.
Can I open it on camera?
Yeah.
Please.
So based on everything I know about our previous guest, he would have maybe liked this.
Wait. Oh no. Oh.
John Denver's greatest hits. Yeah, this is dog shit music. I would never listen, and I'm not anti-white. I like white people. This is not the type of white people I would ever be friends with. I would not. John Denver greatest hits is one of the biggest disrespects to cool white boys. It's called a certified white boy, right? That means that I'm really cool and urban, and a lot of people mistake me for ethnic. I
And
have
yes,
to
he's
remind.
been told he can say it, but he chooses not to.
I've been told I can say it many times, and I'm saving it for when I'm mad at one in traffic. And I was personally.
I save it when I'm mad at my mom.
I sing it when I'm happy and I'm enjoying a song, especially when it's not in the song. You know.
Honestly, you might be able to get to say it over some John Denver.
But
Alright,
you know what?
sorry.
An old tradition was we used to get guests gifts that they would absolutely hate. So it just warms my heart that we got to do that again. And you don't have to keep that. And you
Do
should
you
want to
give it to the guest who would have loved it?
No,
Is
I'll
it
just,
take it or double it and give it to the next guy?
yeah.
Double it and give it to the next guy.
2 John Denver CDs to the next guest next week.
I'm running so late. God bless. One love.
I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
we
No,
kept
don't
you.
be. You guys have a safe, fun night. Sorry I held your hand for too long.